Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider...
What up, everybody?
You become a chrysalid.
Gordon pointing at Dietrich. Big ups, Gordon. What do I think of the Lynx and Keem drama? Ooh, that's and you had to hit me with that one right off the rip, huh? Let me start here. The end result, I think Keemstar is going to make a lot of money off of it. Because like I don't know much about Keem's personal life, right? Like I don't know how his interpersonal relationships is, but I almost remember to a T that Keemstar and his fiance are in, I don't want to call it an open relationship, but a relationship where like they're willing to bring other girls into it. So like what I think I seen was just two consenting adults being cringe. That's what I seen, right? Like what I took away from that wasn't like, oh no, this guy's, you know, a filthy cheater. What I took away from that's like, this guy's a little bit of a hypocrite, and White Claw does not help the man's game whatsoever. Like that's what I seen. I mean, I think people are making a bigger deal out of it than it actually is. And I say hypocrite because like Keem would like ban people for like having like links on his friends list and shit like that. On their friends list, ban people for having links on their friends list, and he's out here gooning. So take with that what you will, but that's my whole take on the whole Lynx Keemstar situation. I think my voice. Ooh, hello. Why is it? How bad did that just sound? Oh, hold up. Octopus does not want to be playing nice. Right, we should be safe here. My voice is my voice gotten better? That's better. Yeah, it was really blown out. Did you guys understand anything I just said? Do I need to repeat it? What happened with Keemstar? All right, let's go over this one more again. Keemstar got to feeling good one night, sipping it up, you know, having a great time. Captain White Claw, and he got on the phone with another girl named Lynx. Lynx used to be his personal assistant, used to be one of the locale queens, blah, 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 right? And they ended up talking for an undisclosed amount of time. I think it was 4 hours. And they were both sipping the grandpa's cough syrup. And Keem is in a relationship where like he's allowed to bring other girls into that relationship. And I guess he was feeling Lynx that night, and he spit some terrible game to her. And that's what it was. It was two consenting adults. I mean, like you could take the term consenting like an air quotation if you would like to, because they were both drunk. Right? It's not like one party was sober and another party was not sober. They were both on the level playing field as far as I'm concerned. And it was just a cringe conversation where they both had a little too much to drink and probably were thinking with chemical reactions more so than their brain. That's the end all be all of it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think anybody's getting divorced or having marriages called off or anything of that nature. I think it's just something that probably shouldn't have been recorded. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if you want to go one step further with that, Keem even states in the call, like, hey, if you record me, I'm gonna be so upset. And the other person had the wherewithal to record it. So like, it wasn't. So they both of them were at the point where like, oh, somebody could record what we're saying and nobody would like what we're saying. It's to me, that's just personal business. Like, you don't like somebody, you hang the fuck up. Like, you know, it's interesting. It's tea, but it's a nothing burger. That's what it is. It's a big old pile of nothing. I know that's not the most hardcore take ever known to man. And yeah, you can make fun of Keemstar for it. I think he'd probably be open for this. Like, you could call him like Goonstar or Cumstar or, you know, all this other stuff. Like there's a picture of Keemstar back in the day where like when he had Boogie like dress us up like going to war, where he had like eye paint and like a head bandana. You could make a meme out of it and be like, looking for those fresh nude pics or some shit like that. There's all kinds of fun you could have with it. But like people that want to come out here and be degenerate with it, it's like, nah, it's two consenting adults having a drunk ass conversation. Hey Karen, how you doing, man? What do you think of the narrative that Lynx is disabled, so he took advantage of it? Lynx's disability is like she needs hearing aids, if I remember correctly. Like, I don't want to be this guy, but how is that, like, how is a girl that needs hearing aids who's obviously having a conversation with a guy and can understand him clearly, somebody taking advantage of them? I don't understand that at all. Like, that's people reaching and like, again, making mountains out of molehills. Con Jr., big ups, dude. How you doing, my man? Thank you for the $20. Why does Lynx think I owe her $1,500? That's a good ass fucking question. I didn't watch said video, but if I had to assume, there's somewhere behind me back here. Me and Lynx were going to do commemorative statues of me. There were going to be 10 of them in total. They were going to be like a limited edition run. And we were going to sell them for a amount of money. That amount of money was $500 a piece, right? And I was supposed to sign the bases. We sold 2 of them already that didn't have signed bases. We were going to sign the rest of the bases. So she sent me the other 8's bases to sign. And at that time,
not names, but let me ask you, are you here
at that particular time when I got the bases,
despite the collapse,
Keemstar goes, cut off all communication with Lynx. So like, if you had like Lynx on your profile on a Discord, or you had like any kind of like talking to, texting, or like even in their Discord or whatever it might be, he was like banning you from like Lolcow Live. So like at that point, I cut off all communication with Lynx. So I left like the bases on the floor back here, which I thought was fine. And the reason I thought it was fine is because like we sold 2 of them, and I told her, hey, just keep the money, right? Like, is what it is. Make you some money. And I figured the 2 that we actually sold would cover like the shipping and handling for the bases and the material.
Well,
but I don't know the full story. Like, maybe she sold more of them and she needed the bases back to make the sale and the money. I don't know. There's all kinds of like ways that it could have went wrong, but that's where I'm at with it. What's up, Chad Rage? Have you ever noticed that I'm the only one that ever stands up to Keemstar hybrid moments? Well, that's because I don't give a fuck. Honestly, that's my own stupidity, and that's just who I am as a person. Like, I have authority issues, and I always will. I've never looked at another man as my boss, and that's the reason why I'd rather do this for less money than do something more constructive. Right? Like, there's situations where like I'll look at another man with respect and I'll respect his opinion. But I've always been a firmly kind of dude that's like, you can ask me to clean the bathroom. Never tell me to clean the bathroom. Uh-oh. You're going downhill. And with that being said, that's not me trying to be Billy Badass or anything like that. It's just like I always try to keep myself in a position where I don't have to make money, right? Like my goal for most point is like try to keep myself in a position like if I make money today, cool. If I don't, whatever, right? Like that's usually my end goal with life. I'm probably never going to get what you call fuck you money, whereas like money has no bearing on what I do because like I look at money really differently than everybody else. Like take somebody like Keemstar, for example. Keemstar looks at money as something that you grab, you hoard like a dragon. To me, I look at money as a way to make people leave me the fuck alone, right? Like if you got money, you can have what you want to have, which is like lights and internet and shit like that and food. But for the most part, as long as you pay your bills, everybody leaves you the fuck alone. And that's where I'm at, right? I think Joe Rogan said freedom is going to a restaurant and ordering whatever the fuck you want to eat without looking at the price. And that's basically sums up money, right? If you want to have something, you get it. That's essentially how I look at money. And like I don't let money sway me unless it's something dire. Like if my wife had like this huge copay and had to have some type of like surgery for cancer or something like that, I'd be more money driven than I am currently. Hey Tam Jam, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. But I can never see myself being like Elon Musk, right? Richest man on the planet, has the most net worth on the planet, runs his Twitch chat in sub only mode. It's like, okay, big ups Elon Musk. Right, Kieran, I agree with you. I look at money as a luxury, not to have stress. And there's all kinds of variables that go with that. There's always it's always better to be rich and unhappy than poor and miserable. Would $1 million fix my depression? It'd probably make it worse. Like if somebody gave me a windfall right now of $1 million, I just say somebody said, "Here, sign this, Mr. Jordan," and like boom, $1 million in a suitcase right now, taxes paid. I wouldn't know what I would do differently. Like honestly, I'd probably put it in a mutual fund. Because, like, as it sits right this moment, this exact moment, I have zero debt. Right? I have absolutely zero debt. My house is paid for. All my cars are paid for. You know, I just put a new roof on the house. We got a new air conditioning in the house in the last couple years. I got that kind of stuff. So I currently have zero debt. So like, there wouldn't even be nothing to pay off. I mean, that's not to say that I can't accrue debt. Hey, Boris, thank you for being a hoodlum. Big ups for a trail boss, too. Oh, I'm 100% going to be streaming the Oblivion remake. I am so excited for that. I know they're doing changes to it. Like, I know for certain, like, they're changing how the shield system works in the game. But I'm really hoping they do some type of level up overhaul, which I doubt that's going to happen. But, man, I would really enjoy them to change that bullshit-ass system and make it more like Skyrim. Like, I understand you want enemies to scale so, like, every area feels fresh and it just like, this area just isn't a new game area. But bandits and Daedric armor, when you do 1/16 damage and you just basically got to bullshit the fuck out of everything with conjuration, kinda sucks. Mario Lovin, $5. You discovered you ignore the hate, brother. Keep pushing, Richard. Thank you, Mario. Keep pushing that donation button. Appreciate it, man. Would I keep Kelly around with $1 million in the bank? 100%, dude. Kelly's my fucking rock. Kelly, like, you guys don't realize how good of a girl Kelly is. She's fucking amazing. Like, I don't know if I could actually find a girl better than Kelly. I don't know if they make them. Guy in leather, dude. Thank you for the $20. Oh, by the way, guy in leather. Like, I'm not actually out leveling your character. I'm trying not to, like, go past Lingrave. I'm just kind of chilling out, grabbing shit. Just wanted to sit around, dude. Am I going to stream Diablo 2 anytime soon? I could. I mean, Diablo 2 is one of those things that it doesn't really. Thank you so much, guy in leather, for $20, and thank you for the Yoo-hoos the other day. Diablo 2 is one of those games that nobody shows up for. Absolutely nobody. I know, like, people will be like, oh, look at you fall off 200 views. 200 views is what I usually pull. Do I think Brantley has been groomed? It's hard to talk about Brantley without her getting mad. Right? Well, I'm going to say it. Brantley, love you, girl. But I'm going to say what I feel right now. Right? I feel like Brantley is a good person. I feel like she has a lot of life skills that will benefit her very well. And I feel like she's doing what she thinks is best for her. Right? But who am I to say anything? It's not my personal life, anything. I feel if you love somebody, you shouldn't. The first thing out your mouth shouldn't be like, "What's the money like?" Right? What's the money situation? That's my only issue with Brantley's situation. It's like, oh, because like for me, if I were to die right now, I'd want everything I have to go to Kelly.
Can you hear me?
But I'm old school, I guess. I mean, like, and a lot of guys have been burnt with this way of thinking, right? Because like a lot of guys will rush into a relationship.
Oh, I am pleased. My thanks, just give, and I'll pop.
Don't dally. Give it your all.
Oh, that's well.
You know, I've never used an exalted flesh this entire time. Because like,
I'm to red me. I've heard.
And I think a lot of that has to do with anxiety, right? Like it's such a strong item. It's like, what if I don't do damage fast enough, right? Like I hate when items put me on like a short timer. Like if it's like 2 minutes or some shit like that, I'd probably use a lot of the buffs more in Elden Ring. But like it's just one of the things where it's like I feel like it's never worth it. Yeah, I think Brantley and Keem are I wouldn't want to call it an open relationship, but a relationship where Keem is allowed. Because Brantley, I don't want to speak about the relationship too much, but everything I'm about to say is something that's been said publicly. But I'm under the impression that Brantley and Keem are in a relationship where they both like girls and they're both allowed to bring girls into the said relationship. So I don't think you're ever going to get like a video clip of Brantley being mad. I don't think that's coming. Con Jr., what do you think? If you think anyone else in the LCU did what Keem did, would they gotten destroyed harder because it was Keem? It wasn't bad, or was it nothing burger? But it is kind of cringe. Different strokes for different folks. Con Jr., thank you for the $30 a day. Oh, if it was me, I'd have got fucking dunked on. Like, just imagine if I got caught like being like, "What up, Becky? I'm gonna need one of those fresh ass nude pics. I want no nude pics you sent to anybody. No bourgeois shit. Send me the fresh ones. I want something nobody else got." It's like, come on, dude. Like, I would have got tore up if I did some shit like that, right? Balin's Corner. We got it yesterday. Thank you so much. My wife actually started reading it in the car. Thank you so much. And by the way, I do have some cards that I gotta get sent back out. I will, and I just have a question. You can't really see the cards. I have a question to the guy sending me the cards. Do you want me to sign them on the front of the card or the back? I never know. I never know, and like your thing wasn't specific. We had another $10 donation. Thank you, Balin, for the book. Thank you so much. Got married a few weeks back. I can't imagine life without him. Only met a few months ago. Got marriage itself was early because of visas. Oh, Robert. Robert, thank you for the $10 donation. But Robert, you're the exact person I was talking about when like people kind of rush into marriage. Like, for example, like me and Kelly. And this is not to say like, oh, look how good we are, look how bad you are. But I known Kelly 6 years before we got married. Me and Kelly have been together 12 years now. Well, I wouldn't say together, but like we've been friends for 12 years at this point. And like, so there was no surprises when we got together at all. Like I knew exactly who I was marrying. I was marrying my best friend. Right? Like, we clicked together on baseball. Like, I used to call her, like, my Christian friend with benefits because, like, she wouldn't, like, go all the way. But, like, she'd come over and we would, like, watch baseball and then, like, go out to dinner and, like, make out and stuff like that. That was my Christian friend with benefits.
Oh, I'm afraid of.
Robert, let me ask you a question, man. Like, at what did she do to make you know that you wanted to go out there and get a ring for her? Damn, Robert, that was a bad answer. Hey, Commentary King. Your answer was that basically been single all my life up to the point and knew she was the one. I ain't trying to hate, Robert. That's a bad answer. That's a bad answer. Like, let me put it this way. I never planned on getting married. Like, I'm an atheist, obviously. I don't believe in religion. I mean, there's a reason that if you go put, like, deities humans have worshipped, there's, like, 25,000 of them, right? There's like 25,000 different deities that humans have worshipped. So like I looked at marriage as a religious ceremony, but Kelly was so much of a benefit to my life. Benefit meaning like she made my life so much better that I was willing to go through marriage to make sure that she was always in my life. Like that's where I stood at with it. Man, it's like 10 zips. There's only one true God. I hate doing this. But let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. So here's this thing, right? You got Ogun, a warrior deity, god of metalwork, iron, rum, and rum making. Here's the Aztecs. There's Quetzalcoatl, Tyloc, Zroma, Inta, Khan, god of the rain, Itzel, goddess of love. Here's Anglo-Saxon. You have people like Tyr, the god of war, Frigg, Armenian. Celtic's got a ton. Like, just look at all the Celtic guys here. English, Finnish, Dutch, Greek. Like, if you go so far back, there's so many different gods out there. It's like, and you as a person with modern knowledge, you can see some of these gods are just people explaining things they couldn't explain. For example, like Prometheus rode a chariot across the sky and made it so that he would he rode a chariot across the sky and basically put the sun back into the underworld. Like, so when the sun was going across the sky, they thought a guy was actually riding a chariot pulling the sun, because that's how they explained it. Obelisk, the tormentor, is the only god. Can I stop jumping in game? You mean with the horse? Why are you hating on my horse jump? I 100% can see my toes. Yeah, motherfucker act like I can't lean over. Hold up. I've never gotten the thing to change the Ash of Wars. I gotta go do this. Why did I stop playing the DLC? I beat it. I completed it 100%. I don't know anything about a locale live return. I mean, I'm open to it. My biggest issue is I don't like where the show headed, right? I just don't like where locale live went to. Like the whole, like, there's a couple things I dislike about the show, right? And everything I dislike about the show would actually make it make less money. But I feel like it'd make a better product. Right? like for example, like one thing I'd like to see changed about Local Live is text to speech to go up to $50 or higher, right? So if you want to interrupt the conversation, it needs to be something substantial. But like the $20 text to speech is just too low, right? Like you can read them. Like you'd be like, all right, we've been going 45 minutes, guys. Let's read some of these $20 donations, see what you guys have input on this. And you could read them, but like having them to have like it felt like 40 or 50% of the show just be us listening to text to speech. It felt disingenuous. At least for me. Like, and this has come from me. I'm a professional e-beggar. You know, if I had a change cup, I'd be rattling it right now. But like, I wish we didn't center everything around donations. Another thing I don't like about Local Live, punishments are way too common. Right? Way too common for punishments. Like everything was a punishment. Oh, you had to go take the trash off. You didn't make a meeting. Time for you to be punished. You know, shit like that. And like there was obvious, like Local Live needs to be cut back a little bit. Like doing it every day, especially like there was some days we had nothing, absolutely nothing. We ran a stream just to run a stream. And that's fine. That's fine if you're making a product that people care, if you just want to sit down and chill. But every day can't be a home run. You can try to make it a home run, but every day can't be a home run. Did you beat Boss? I don't remember seeing the clip. Yeah, I beat him. I beat him on my third try, so like I don't know if I ever really faced him. Because I used the Serpent Hunter Spear and a Great Shield. Well, actually, I had the Serpent Hunter Spear and I had the Rotted Crystal Great Spear. And what I did is I put Scarlet Rot on him, poking behind the shield. And then I transferred that over to like the Great Spear, which allowed me to break his poise quicker. 15 to 12. I do have that. Cool. How many times have I beaten Elden Ring? All the way through? 5? 5-ish? Like, I've gotten 775 hours on the game. Elden Ring is one of those games that I play quite a bit. So what happened to Jacket Cake? Let's see, Jacket Cake. I'm officially declared cancer-free the other day after surgery to take the tumor out. It's feeling super good. What that? Good, Jacket Cake. My wife did the same thing, man. I wish I knew about it. Dude, T, don't let the trolls get to you. Like, they say shit just to make you upset. Like, their goal isn't to be standing on moral high ground. Their goal is to get a reaction. The internet tactician. Think you're being a Rocco. You gonna do some more Minecraft stuff, or is that dead now? I have no desire to play Minecraft. But like people in Discord want me to teach Kelly to play Minecraft so she can play with them. And I give them the same answer I gave you, man. Like, if you could teach Kelly how to play like a dual stick game, I would thank you, because like I've always tried to get Kelly to play video games with me, like, because I want me and Kelly to have more stuff in common. And obviously I'm a fat pile of shit, so like I'm not gonna start doing 5Ks and shit like that. That's out the question. No sir. But she could easily learn to play simple games, like we could play together like Fall Guys and stuff like that. Well, because we only have one PC. Like, I have my PC, and then Kelly has like a MacBook. Give me a second, guys. I've never been good at fighting the Black Knife Assassin. Like I usually just bait that spin move and the jump move. Like right now he's in neutral and I want to take a swing at him, but I know he'll jump back. Watch. He always does it. Always does it. Come on. When you ready to hop on Siege, I'm ready. Have you got me added, Siege Tactician? I hopped on Siege last night, got my ass beat. I think I got like 3 kills the whole night. There it is. I need to put on a better weapon. When I say better weapon, I need to put on a weapon that actually has upgrades on it. Come on. Like, this guy baits so hard. The thing about Elden Ring that Dark Souls didn't really used to do is Elden Ring, like, watch. I'm gonna charge attack, he's gonna jump back. See, like, they input read, so he sees I'm going R2, so he automatically jumps back from it. So you really only you really only get the openings that they give you. So you almost have to live in that neutral state and take the openings where like they have nothing else. Because if I just swing without him being open, or without him swinging, like from neutral, he's just going to jump back. There he goes. Do I think Brian Snicker needs to be canned? Hold up. I'm gonna need a yoo-hoo for this motherfucker. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna need a yoo-hoo for this one. All right. Should Brian Snicker be canned? The answer to this is fucking yes. I was a Freddie Gonzalez hater. An actual Freddie Gonzalez hater. I coined the man Freddie it, right? Because he was named Freddie and he's an idiot. Freddie it. Freddie Gonzalez has no business coaching baseball. He's not a baseball coach. Brian Snicker is very good at making players like him. He's very good at bringing young players and getting them play time. He's got a very even kill, very even head, and he was put in charge of a team that was rebuilding, that flourished, right? What 2021 taught me about the Braves is that you should follow the money. Stick with me here, right? If hitting coaches actually made that big of a difference with players, baseball teams would spend more money on hitting coaches, right? If you could take a $10 million player and turn him into a $17 million player, hitting coaches would be making more than $80,000 a year, right? Because he put $7 million worth of value on one player. Not the case, right? Most players' swings got them to the big leagues. Players spend the entire year working with the best they could find at all times, right? So let's take the hitting out of it, right? Because like hitting has like a lot of things that have variables with it. Granted, the approach at the plate had been shit, but let's take that in. It doesn't mind to think for the $2. I think the real head coach of the Braves is currently coaching the Angels. I think Ron Washington was the reason we won in 2021. I think the best offensive year in baseball history was the result of Ron Washington and the coaching staff he took with him. Since the new coaching staff has taken over and we fired our hitting coach and we replaced him with somebody else, the Braves are striking out at a 26% rate. They're walking at a 7.5% rate. And you have a lineup that is top to bottom the same hitter. Right? The exact same hitter. If you have one out and a man on third and Ozzie Albies gets up to bat, Ozzie Albies is trying to hit a home run. If you have the bases loaded with one out and Austin Riley gets up to bat, Austin Riley's trying to hit a home run. If you're down by 3 in the 8th inning and there's nobody on base and Matt Olson gets up to bat, Matt Olson's trying to hit a home run. The problem is nobody has told these professional hitters that getting a single with a man on second is the same thing as hitting a home run. If you got a guy on third and less than one out, it should be a guaranteed run. Like all you got to do is hit a ground ball to shortstop or to second base and you get a run. It's the same as hitting a home run, right? There is no manufacturing runs in the Braves lineup. It is 1 through 9. Well, I can't say Nick Allen does it. 1 through 8 guys sitting there trying to hit the ball as far as humanly possible, right? When they should be concentrating on just getting good contact. Granted, the Braves are 5th in barrel rate. So so there is a little whip problem there. But the problem is they're swinging out of the shoes in 2 strikes when they shouldn't be. There should be more like, I just need to get this ball in the outfield. I need to just ground this out the shortstop. I need to make sure I don't hit into a double play. There needs to be more awareness hitting that the Braves just don't have, right? Getting the bases loaded, striking out 2 times and popping up and getting no runs should make people's heads roll, but is expected. I've watched the Braves load the bases at least 4 times this season in April alone and get no runs out of it. And it's just what it is. No one cares about sports ball. Fried's always good. Here's my buddy Chi God. He's a Yankees fan, and I told him exactly what's going to happen with Max Fried. He's gonna. Max Fried is a great pitcher. You don't pitch him in a big game, right? You don't pitch Max Fried in a big game. Like if he gets into his head too much, he's way too much of a head case. If you give him like a random Tuesday to face the Blue Jays, he's going to go out there, give you 2 or less runs, and have you a good quality start. If you pitch him game 1 of the American League Championship Series, he's going to give up 8 runs. That's just who he is as a person. He gets into his head too much. He can't stand big games. Don't make him opening day pitcher. Don't make him opening series pitcher. Always pitch him like the 3rd game in. The less stress on him possible, you'll get the best version of Max Fried. Small block Chevy. Explain to them the greatness of Greg Maddux and the 90s Braves pitching staff. Greg Maddux is a great example of like why it matters to. Like Greg Maddux is a great example of why pitchers blow their arms out, right? Pedro Martinez, Hall of Fame pitcher, never had Tommy John surgery. And the reason he never had Tommy John surgery is you have pitchers nowadays with bad form, retching their elbow every pitch to throw 102 miles an hour, because 100 miles an hour is what people want, right? Which a lot of hitters can't catch up to 102 miles an hour. I understand why you want to do it. It's very, very hard to hit. But the problem is very few people can do it well. And really good hitters, doesn't matter. Like if you threw 102 to Barry Bonds, he's hitting it, an extra 15 feet over the wall, right? Timing is timing. If a person has really good timing, the speed doesn't really fucking matter, right? Like how well you adjust the speed matters more so than anything else. And the reason they want him to throw 102 is because they want him to struggle picking up spin rate. But it doesn't really matter when you're offsetting a 102 mile an hour fastball with like a 82 mile an hour slider. Like generally, like what people look for, or what you're supposed to look for, is the seams on the ball. That's why they're red, right? You can actually see how the seams are rolling in the pitcher's when the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, and you have to decide like that. All speed fastball, right? And you can, as you do it enough times, you'll be like, okay, that's a fastball. This isn't going to move much. I can just swing at it. Like for the most part, you always hit dead red fastball, and you just usually spit on anything all speed unless you have to protect the plate. Braves hitters don't protect the plate, so it doesn't fucking matter. They just strike out. Struck out 19 times against the Blue Jays the other night. Fuck you, Braves. But Greg Maddux was a great example of a pitcher that it doesn't matter how fast you throw the ball. Greg Maddux had like a 93 mile an hour fastball at his best year. And he supplemented that with a really nice circle change that was like 89 miles an hour. So it was like 4 or 5 miles an hour difference. That 4 or 5 miles an hour got people to roll over on balls. It got him because it looked similar enough to the fastball, but it would fuck their timing up. And that's the whole thing of pitching, is fucking timing up. Like if the hitter can't be timed, he has to always be second guessing what's coming. That's when you get him out. That's why they always tell you to sit on the fastball. Because as long as you sit on the fastball and you spit on everything else, you're only timing the fastball. Anytime he wants to throw all speed pitch, most time all speed pitches are going to be balls anyway. And it's also trying to work yourself into a hitter's count. Like if you go up 2-0 versus going up down 0-2, completely different at bat. You'll notice throughout most of baseball that, especially if you're watching a Braves game, you'll see Braves hitter go 0-2 almost instantly. And then they'll have to battle back. They'll get like 2 pitches that are just trash. They'll get like a curveball off the plate. They'll get a curveball in the dirt, and then they'll get like a circle change that's roll most of the zone. And then you got to rely on the umpire if he's good enough or not. We just had a $5 donation. My Ubisoft is Chop Tactician. I'm off tonight, but tomorrow, PM on PC though. I got you, man. I got you. But the issue is like, I don't know. Like yeah, baseball's a very intelligent sport. It's got a lot of strategy with it. Other than cars and baseball, what can you monologue about? Call of Duty. Call of Duty. But those are my passions. Baseball is a passion of mine. Chevrolet cars and trucks are generally a passion of mine. A little bit with Ford as well. I generally stay with the American stuff. I can rant about Dark Souls and Call of Duty and Rainbow at a high level. But for the most part, I don't even consider myself a gamer anymore. I know that seems weird, right? Because like I game all the time on here, but like that's just because I'm fat. Oh, I'm sorry. I played the game again. Ford Lightning opinion? Are you asking about the gas version or the new Ford Lightning? Because the new Ford Lightning, trash can. Winter towing, you get 60-mile range. It's got 230-mile range to begin with. Like it's nice, but at the same time, like there's lots of things that are nice, right? It's something that's going to be a brick in 10 years, and it's going to depreciate way, 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 way faster than any other vehicle that you can buy. Right? Don't buy any EV truck. None of them. Cybertruck, Rivian, Atlas, Ford Lightning. Buy none of them. No, I haven't even beat Morgott in this. I'm actually playing this with a buddy of mine. And I'm just walking around just clearing side stuff. Because it's easy. Because I figured it'd be easier to clear the side stuff and then help him clear the side stuff than have us do it together. What's good, Colossal? Oh yeah, movies. Horror movies is another thing I can rant on. I fucking love horror movies in general. I'm 100% can rant on a movie. Do you only follow the Braves or do you follow other teams? Braves have had a really rough start this year, especially with Profar suspension. The worst part about Profar suspension is the Major League Baseball allowed us to sign him to a $40 million deal while knowing they were going to suspend him. That's the worst part about the Profar suspension. And that has to do with the players union more so than Major League Baseball. But that's so fucking dirty. Like right now, we just recalled Verdugo from AAA, and we sent down Brian De La Cruz, which like I understand. The only reason we signed people like Brian De La Cruz is because they were supposed to be stopgaps for like until Acuna came in, but we were supposed to have like Michael Harris, Profar, and then like Jared Kelenic and Ryan De La Cruz like platooning. But then Profar got canned, and now we got an outfield of like Eli White, Michael Harris, and fucking Brian De La Cruz or Jared Kelenic or like any other guy that we've paid too much money for. Like Kelenic is like 3 bad starts away from being sacking groceries at this point. Like the dude's OPS is like 492. Like he walks at a good clip and he plays good defense, but he is a black hole at the plate, and it's because he just tries to hit home runs. He just tries to hit home runs. Just get the fuck on base. That's all you got to do. Get on base. I just fucked up. Whole of color, sir. Kia Souls are really popular with anime fans for some reason because they're idiots. I'll be that person. Like if you buy a Kia anything, you're an idiot. Have I ever hit a home run? In batting practice. I've never done it in an actual game. But I never was the guy that went for home runs. And the coaches hated that about me. Like, growing up, I was a student of Tony Gwynn. Like, I was more of a slap hitter. The problem is I couldn't fucking run. So I was basically a singles machine all the way through Might League. Kia literally destroys Ford or Chevy though. It in what way? Can I recommend some horror movies? 100% John Smith. 100%. But before you recommend, please don't have them be like The Thing or like anything else that's like people have obviously seen. Like newer horror movies, like Train to Busan and shit like that. Those are the kind of movies I need recommendations for, because like I've pretty much seen all the old stuff. Kia's Japanese perfection. Kia's not even a Japanese product, man. Kia is a Korean product. It's owned by Hyundai, which is a South Korean company. I heard someone who works at the Kia service port said that any problem that requires engine work gets a new engine in. It's cheaper to drop a new one than fix the problem. It's because they have so many on back order. If you go to any Kia dealership in the country right now, they're going to have at least 50 Kia engines in stock. I'm not even fucking with you. 50. Right? And that's because the 2.4 and the 2-liter Kia engines, they just fail. 60,000, 70,000 miles, they just fail. That's what they do. What did you think of Smile? I thought Smile was a very good movie. Like Smile 2, not like some people disagree with me. I didn't like Smile 2 as much as the first Smile. A lot of cool concepts. Still an overall good, solid movie. But I feel like the first Smile did it much better. And like I was actually disappointed with myself with the first Smile, because I didn't watch it right away because it looks so much like Truth or Dare, which was like a Blumhouse production, because they had the same like smiling face concept. So I'm like, oh, they're doing this shit again when I seen it. But like, yeah, Smile's a movie I wish I wouldn't seen in theaters. I see the second one in theaters, but I feel like it doesn't hold the same weight as the first one. On base was the most important hitting stat at the end of the day. Give me a Chevy 350 or give me death. You should watch August Underground. Okay. On base percentage do matter, but like I'm not one of those guys that believes cold-heartedly in the Bill James shit, right? One of my favorite movies of all time is Moneyball. But like to say that you could like every rule in baseball should be unwritten and you should never bunt because the numbers tell you should never bunt is fucking horseshit. All right? Because I can guarantee you, if you did the numbers, and somebody can go out there and say it, and I'm doing this just off of eyeballing it. To win the game, bunting probably is detrimental, right? Like if you're in the first inning and you're only playing for one, and you're playing for multiple runs, bunting's detrimental. But if you're playing for one run, bunting isn't detrimental. Right? Take, for example, the Manfred runner. Guy on second base you get for free in the extra innings. If you bunt him over to third, he can score on a pass ball. He can score on a dribbler to second base or shortstop. He can score on a pop out. He can score 3 ways right there that isn't a hit. Right? And give you the lead. But people don't do it. People just don't do it. They'll go up there, they'll walk, they'll roll into a double play, and then they'll pop out, or they'll strike out 2 times, do a pop out. There's so many ways I've seen the Braves and other teams just struggle to get a free man on second in. Like an opening double should be guaranteed run. Like back in the day, you would get benched if you played on Bobby Cox's team and you didn't get a man on second in. Are there any new horror movies catch your interest? I would say I'm interested in bringing her back by guys who made Talk to Me. Talk to Me was a good movie. I got a chance to watch that the other day. problem with newer horror movies is I have trouble with like the whole streaming services. So I haven't really been watching them much. When I say I have trouble with streaming services, it's hard to judge quality with streaming services. Like there's some good movies like The Ritual. If you've never seen The Ritual, that's a pretty good movie. Another movie, which if you like Bigfoot stuff, is like Exist, was really good. But then I watched another movie the other day, which I'm a Bigfoot movie guy, called Willow Creek. Willow Creek is fucking terrible. Holy moly. Like, how did anybody ever rate Willow Creek a good film? That, like, it's literally like 45 minutes of people like talking to people in a diner. And then like, there's like a scene, and I'm not even fucking with you. There's a scene in Willow Creek that's like 20 minutes long of them just like listening for sounds outside of a tent. I'm not having stress paying for streaming services. I'm having stress. The stress point is that it's hard to determine quality when you're watching a film. For example, Amazon Prime Video, there's a movie called How. I really enjoyed the first part of How, but when the werewolves actually started showing up, they looked like shit. The director didn't really do a very good job at like creating tension. Like people made bad choices. Like, for example, like you're on a train that's in the outskirts that's heading from London to somewhere else, and you're in the middle of the fucking forest, and your idea is to get out the train and walk. You're going to walk 20 fucking miles to the next town? Why would you ever do that other than you needed to push the plot forward? Let me go check Anthony. Thank you for the donation, man. Anthony, do you think there should be a salary cap in MLB stronger than the current bullshit luxury taxes the rich teams ignore anyway? 100%. The problem is the Braves are over the salary cap right now, and they still suck. They got 4 wins, 5 wins maybe. Oh, I loved Heretic. My wife hated it. I loved Heretic until they got into the dungeon, right? Because when I watched the trailer of Heretic, it was one of those things where it's like, they're about to have to make like all these choices based on their religion and stuff. And when I got into the movie theater, movie was fantastic until they got into that dungeon, and it was just, what? This is it? One fucking little room with a table? The ending was cool, right? Like, did she get out? You know, the little question mark ending, that was cool. But like, the back half of that movie sucked so badly. I tell you a movie that's good, that's like Christian theme. If you want to watch something like that, I think it's on Paramount right now. It's a movie called Nefarious. It's an isolation claustrophobic movie about a guy that's in prison, that's possessed by a demon called Nefariamus, and there's a counselor trying to figure out if he's lying or not. Cool ass fucking movie. Have I ever seen Hereditary? Yeah, I've seen Hereditary. Like, who hasn't seen Hereditary? That's like saying, what'd you think about the Mark ones? That was a cash grab. Like, there's very few films out there nowadays. There's too many Night Swims, not enough Sinisters. Yeah. Thank you for the $4, man. What is the Mark ones? It's a paranormal activity. It's a paranormal activity sequel that steals from another movie called what the fuck's that movie called? If you asked me any other day of the week, I could have told you the name of this movie. There was a movie back in like 2005, 2006, where like 3 guys like touch a meteor and they get superpowers. And instead of like it being like the normal like Kazam kind of shit, they kind of like, it shows like how people would actually interact with superpowers. And like one of them is like in an abusive household, and he ends up like using his superpowers to try to get out of that abusive household. and like he ends up turning evil because of like all the situations he put. Chronicle, yes, Chronicle's the name of that movie. But like the Mark ones was like a Chronicle ripoff, but in the Paranormal Activity universe. Yeah, I've seen Dead Silence. Like when Dead Silence came out, I was a huge Saw fan. I went and seen Saw twice in the theaters when it first came out. So when James Wan did another horror movie, I'm like, dog, I'm there day one. And Dead Silence sucked. Not a big Dead Silence fan. Paranormal Activity next again. You mean next film that they could slap the Paranormal Activity name on? That was not a Paranormal Activity movie. That was another movie that they had on the shelf that they could slap Cloverfield on. When I mean slap Cloverfield on, like generally they'll take other scripts like, well, this could be a Cloverfield script. I'm a worse customer in DSP? Nah. I mean, like, I went to see it. I went and seen it by myself. And I was telling my brother about it. And at the time, my brother didn't have a job. So I'm like, dude, I'll watch it again. Let's go see it. So I went and paid for me and my brother. I just wanted him to experience it too. So I liked it enough. Not everything is as deep as you motherfuckers make it out to be. See, I get the appeal of Terrifier, but I've never been a gore hound. Like, to me, like, Terrifier is one of those things that's like... Oh, shit. Don't get greedy, Jordy. Freddy vs. Jason is top tier? In what world is Freddy vs. Jason top tier? Come on, Crucible Knight. Oh, no. I don't think my weapon's strong enough for this guy. Keep messing up. Got to be perfect. Come on, bug. All right. I think every time he does the whew. I can heal a little bit there. You punk bitch. Ah! I think if I had all my things red and my sword was a little bit higher, I could beat him. What's up, Gamer Asylum? What's up, Playboy? Appreciate the $20. Audio messed up. I don't know why my audio's been messing up lately. Let me just deactivate it. Reactivate it. Yeah, my audio's been, maybe there's like an update or something for my capture card. Or maybe like one of my HDMI cables are starting to burn out. Because like it's something that's recently started happening since I put the computer back together since Fat Camp. Did it fix itself? No, this is base game. Yeah, all I got to do is like deactivate and reactivate my capture card. And it fixes itself. All right, let's allocate flask. Acid Wonders Physic. Could level up as well. Do that. All right, I got no blues right now, but like I'm going strictly for longevity here. I'm 100% comfortable dueling people. Like I'm not as good as I was in Dark Souls 3, but I Dark Souls 3 was a little bit thing. Like the problem is there's just so many magic spells in Elden Ring, so like it's hard to see what people are going to do. All right, let's try it again. One, two. Like, part of me is like, how often am I actually using the shield? I should be using I should be two-handing here. Oh, fuck me up. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not talking. I'm just kind of concentrate here. Oh. Got him. Got him. I have never been good at parrying other than the very first Dark Souls game. That's just it's always been one of my big Achilles heels. I know Kelly plays a lot of Animal Crossing. You ever consider doing an Animal Crossing stream? Kelly doesn't play a lot of Animal Crossing. Like, I don't even know where our Switch is currently. But we have done Animal Crossing streams before. But like, Kelly doesn't like being on stream for the most part. So I don't think we're going to bring her on stream to do video games anymore. Maybe just to get like her opinions on certain things. Which we need to call Kelly and see what the doctor said about her. You guys want to do that? You guys want to call Kelly? If there's a cliff, you could just push the boss. What's my Bress? How you doing, man? I've already went into length about that, but basically, I think it's a nothing burger between two consenting adults. Let's call Kelly.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Kelly did not pick up. Right. Like Keem's in an open relationship. It's like the biggest thing you could probably get Keem on is being hypocritical because he banned other people for like even talking to Lynx, and then he's over here gooning over her. Like my favorite part of the thing was like, "Tell me my beard looks great. Tell me now." You know, it's like, did this man really get penis envy with his motherfucking beard? Is that what we just witnessed? It's like, holy shit. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? I want to... I could go beat this boss. Yeah, he'd fly her out if she was blonde. I've passed my anger management class. Blow your horn. You know, these guys got a very lavish seat for such a shitty boat. Oh, Kelly's calling me back. Let's go back to the thing over here. Did you ever notice Keem flirting with Lynx? No, not really. Like, up until that call, Keem has always been very anti-Lynx. But like, I'm not in Keem's business like that. That's not what how it goes down.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
I'm on stream, by the way. That's
Okay.
so. What did doctor say?
They don't know.
Did they order an ultrasound?
They ordered a CT scan to do sometime next week and blood work.
Okay.
So I went and got the blood work done.
Okay.
So
Are you still in pain?
yep.
Is it gotten any worse?
little bit.
Okay. Well, you said you're going to cook out.
Yes.
Can you get me some chicken tendies?
Yes. The two like normal.
Yep.
All right. Honey mustard.
Barbecue, please.
Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Switching it up. All right.
Well,
Love you.
love you, baby girl.
Bye.
Drive safe. Bye. Script. Okay. I should have. I was actually asleep when she left. Like, we tried to get a virtual visit yesterday because like,
How would you, if you're inclined? Then I'll I have a mat in the base, Tim. Very.
here's the thing. Here's the thing with Kelly. Like, we don't know what's wrong with her, but I'm thinking she's showing signs of a pancreatitis. Because like she's having like a sharp pain in like her lower right gut and it moves to her belly button. But she thinks she has dialytitis, some diet word she told me the other day. And I told her like we're both stupid and she should go to the doctor. So she went to the doctor and they ordered we thought they were going to order an ultrasound. They ordered a CAT scan and blood work. So that's where we're at with that. I'm delicate. Sadly, Wings is all thinking about how much this medical stuff with Kelly's costing rather than how she's doing. That's not true. First off, like, I had my gallbladder taken out already. So, like, we've already hit our deductible. So, like, everything we do for the rest of this year is free. So, like all we have to do is pay, like, $30 copays and shit like that. So, like, I just want her to feel better. It's not always with money with me. Like, she started feeling bad yesterday, and I was like, do you need to go to the emergency room? No, I don't think so. Okay. Can we do, like, maybe a virtual visit? Because it was at the end of the day. And like we wouldn't be able to get into a doctor's office anyway. When we couldn't get into a virtual visit, we called and scheduled a doctor's appointment. They're like, you guys make everything nefarious. It cost me personally around $8,000, but that has a lot to do with how bullshit my insurance is. Which I have good insurance, but like it is not good insurance if you're doing it out of state. Like, so I had to pay like most of the $8,000 was my doctor stay in the state of New York. Because like my insurance didn't want to cover any of the hospital stay in New York or the emergency room visit. And now they're not wanting to cover the Well Now visit. Because, like, there's a... Well Now is basically, like, doctor's care. I don't know if whatever it is. But I went there. They took a $50 copay. They took my insurance. And they basically checked me. And they found, like, I had blood in my urine. And they gave me an anti-inflammatory shot. And they sent me to the emergency room. Well, they're trying to charge me, like, $400 for that now, and like we're fighting that with the insurance. What is this shit in my fucking chat right now? What the fuck? T, are you around? Could you get rid of this? Sorry if I'm just wandering around. Like I'm not really paying attention to most stuff. I don't want to fight like Margaret or anything like that. Thank you, Moonglum. You know, we should make some glowstones. Which one do you think? Keem has a beautiful beard? I think Keem puts a lot of pride into his beard. And if I was still on lolcow and I had to take part in yesterday's episode, I would have gave Keem hell, son. I would have had a whole collage made out of like different slides and memes of like him having like fresh nude pictures. Thank you, Res, for the donations, man. What's my favorite pistol caliber? The one I have when I need it.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand.
I want them pictures fresh.
Cough up your coin. All of it. Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all. Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true.
Yeah, I don't really play Nintendo games.
Well, Woody. Now, how did I took you for an innocent water under the bridge.
You saw me at Zaxby's earlier this week. Nah, I get the chicken finger plate, man. I don't fuck around no wings and things. I don't like bone in. Not a big fan of bone in wings.
I'll be ready to.
Yeah, bone does get in the way of inhaling food, motherfucker. You know how we do it. You know what we talking about in this mug? When's the last time I ran into a fan? I mean, fat camp? Technically? I mean, like I don't like calling people fans. It's like, I don't feel like I really have fans. I have people that listen to me while they're at work, and I have people who hate me. I don't think either one of those constitute as being a fan.
Well, nice all a bit and welcome. You won't need them. Cheers for that.
How do you not get bored playing this? It's just something that keeps my brain active. Like, honestly, like I'm having more trouble trying to figure out what I can do without like getting ahead of the person I'm playing with than I am playing the game. Like, Like, I almost have all the dungeons memorized. I probably need to back up and put my bow on. Or you guys can just close the gap for me. Did I beat the Crucible Night Jail? I did. I beat it on my second attempt. For some reason, I'm like, I'm not even using the shield. Why am I denying myself damage? Thoughts on the kicking chicken sandwich from Zaxby's? Never ate it. Alright, that's 5, huh? 1. Alright. 2, 3, 4. That's a free backstab if I've ever seen one. Grave Warden Duelist. Hey, Rest, dude, thank you for the $5. Think of it to Glizzy, too. What's your favorite boss in Elden Ring? Mine is to be Moog, the Lord of Blood. Morgott. Fucking love Morgott. That's my jam. Morgoth's one of the worst in the games. I like both Morgoth fights. Shit, I go shit on Morgoth right now. What does PWR even stand for, G-Man King? They might. let's craft. Let's do some crafting. We want to make some. Let's make some blood grease. Let's make some fletch poison bone arrows. Alright, so I'm going to use those. Use key to blood grease here. Take you off, put you on. Alright, let's go fuck it up. Ooh, Joshua, thank you for the $10, homie.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Ooh, hello. You punk bitch. Can't stick around. I got a lot of shit to do. Just hope they want to say hi. Hope you're doing better. Yes, I am. Happy Easter, man. Eat a dick, Margaret.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy meager flame.
What's your thoughts on Lynx dating Gulag now? He's managing her Patreon. Okay.
Forgive me.
The lure.
Thank
you so much, Josh, for the $10, man.
To see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent.
Yeah, I'm going to church this Sunday.
Very start, whereas I merely
We had a guy.
They
had a guy donate $200. I figured, like, damn, I should probably go to church with her. It means I'm about to get my bitch ass up early. Dude, Elden Ring's amazing. 100% I'll be bored as hell. Because the worst part about it is, like, Kelly teaches like Sunday school, so like I gotta go and sit and save the pew, so I gotta sit in like adult Sunday school. And like adult Sunday school is like ran by people that I wouldn't even listen to a podcast of. It's like, oh my Lord. Alright, so we can buy some spells now. Let me get rejection.
Oh, welcome. I teach and explore so that one ensuring either way. You do most time you are well. May the gold...
Talk to this boy.
Oh, I can't remember very well. It is sick. Allow me, you, a house can remember you.
Joe Metalhead. Yes. Did you? I'm glad you said. I'm glad you're here. Did you want me to sign the front or the back of the cards? Because I asked that earlier. Dude, you got a fedora on. We talk about never getting harassed. Still need to do that. Yeah, top hats are fucking classy, bud. Like, I can't help you want to look like a fucking, like, 1980s cab driver. Here's the thing, though, right? I don't wear my top hat to McDonald's or out in public. I wear my top hat, like, almost, like, ironically. Right? Because I'm a fat dude with a top hat. You got dudes out here wearing like fucking fedoras and like, those other stupid ass hats out in public with their fucking like Spirited Within fucking t-shirt on, or Spirited Away, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Do I think I lived to be 50? Yeah. ran out of real estate there. Yeah, I think I'll live. I think I'll make 50. Now, 65. That's a big ask right there. I rock an anime and a comic t-shirts all the time. Not sure what the issue with that is. The issue is like the issue is like people want to call out my top hat, which I wear for like streams and like dress and like actual dress up. Whereas like dudes will be wearing like fedoras and like fucking Avatar: The Last Windbreaker t-shirt. Unironically, like this is what I want people to know about me. This is what I want it. Because like when you wear like a graphic tee, I generally assume it's something you like and something you want people to talk to you about. Like you don't wear like an Abigor t-shirt and not expect people to be like, "Fuck yeah, man, Abigor." You know. Is it not called The Last Windbreaker? Airbender? That's just another word for farting. Let's be real. Let's not even sit here and pretend that airbending is not just farting. Just saying, I've had bands walk up to me when I wasn't playing a show and ask me where they're loading equipment. Why are you guys sitting in the dark? Hey, Half Mile. Big up swings. Thoughts on Oblivion remake? And I'm gonna be playing that shit for day one. Even with the bullshit ass leveling combat. Like if you want to see a fat motherfucker punch mud crabs, be around here on like April 21st. I'll punch you a motherfucking mud crab. I fought mud crabs and fiercer than you. But be warned, I play Elder Scrolls games as boring as humanly possible. Like, I'm the most boring gamer in the fucking world. Like, my favorite thing to do is to poison enemies and watch them die. The Shazmere. Mr. Wings, Keem never asked Kelly for nudes, right? No. No. I mean, if you want to go that route, maybe we should ask Gino. Oh, quit biting me, bitch. All right. Have you ever been, so you're having a yoo-hoo and cookout and soda and you won't exercise, all you do is play video games today? What age are you, 5? Yes. Shit. Drinking yoo-hoos and drinking soda and eating cookout is the life. What are you talking about, bud? Thoughts on Dr. Squatch soap? It's a waste of fucking money. 110% waste of money. Like by the time you wash your body, it makes you feel good. It does feel good on your skin. It makes you feel nice and clean. I will give it that, but like it doesn't hold smell at all. Like by the time you like towel yourself off and you go and you get your clothes on, you've lost all the forest smell. Whatever it might be. Well, ever stream Final Fantasy Tactics as soon as they want to make it so that I can play it on my PlayStation. No, I usually fuck around with like Old Spice. Like I use Old Spice body wash and I use Old Spice deodorant. Don't let the haters get you. You're doing what you're doing to me. Well, thank you, Deanna Murray. Appreciate the $2. Irish Springs, dude. Irish Springs is for like pop. To me, Irish Springs is poverty. That's what Irish Springs is. Irish Springs is the smell of poverty. Like Irish Springs is like 2 fucking tiers above like White Rain. You guys remember White Rain? I remember judging Kelly bad when she first moved in. Like all she washed with was Irish Spring soap, and I was like, dude, I grew up poor, and we at least could splurge on the Lavender 3000 or 2000, whatever the fuck it is. I fuck with polo. Like that's the cologne I wear. I wear polo triple black or polo explorer. Like that's like I've always been a Ralph Lauren guy when it came to perfumes or colognes. No, I'm not gonna have a heart attack. Like I've had my heart tested recently. You like Dial's good. Dial for Men is a good soap. I just Irish Spring is I don't know. Like I've just never been a big Irish Spring guy. Wings, what do you do? Are you going to do a night stream playing a new game that's coming out? My son is asking. Deanna, we're going to be doing Elden Ring Remastered here soon. We're also going to be doing Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm probably going to play Call of Duty at some point. But I'm thinking about turning my stream more into interviews. Like I want to try an interview with some people. Elden Ring Remastered. Elden Ring is already like what it is. What do my hands smell like? Nothing. My hands smell like nothing. I wash my hands religiously. Takama, $5. $5 for you watch the first episode of One Piece anime on stream and play 1 hour of Lords of the Fallen. I'll do Lords of the Fallen. I'm not watching anime on stream. That sounds like a good way to get my shit fucking struck. Which I heard they recently redone Lords of the Fallen. Let me look here. Oh, it's installed. Yeah, they recently done it. Like I like this one so far better than this one. Let's try it. Happy Friday out here. Thank you, Concrete Cowboy. What was my rank in Apex? Diamond. Am I a big fan of Sexy Red? Hell yeah, son. Who don't like some Sexy Red? Bomb ass lyrics. What's some sexy red lyrics? My booty hole brown, my pussy pink. Never ever's my pussy stink. I don't fucking know. Oh. But beautiful. Would I ever move to Atlanta? Fuck no. Shit, you don't move like move to Atlanta. Might as well just not have windows in your car because you get that shit's crushed out. I have 2 gigs. Like I usually get 2 gigs down and 1 gig up. That's what I usually get. I'm a motherfucking simp for the pimp. I can't help it. I Democratic melted my brain off the sexy red. You guys tripping, concrete cowboy, dude. You ever listen to like that Louisiana bounce shit? What? Like it's like Wally 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 world. Wally 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 world. Wally world Wally world Wally world. I'm Walmart. We're going to Walmart. We're going to Wally 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 world. And it had a little fucking Louisiana bounce. Yeah, Atlanta's fucking bad. Like unless you're in the nice parts of Atlanta, it's just a form of like siphoning money out your pocket. That's it. Like there'll be like abandoned lots with like $20 cover fees to park because there's nowhere to park in Atlanta. Like people go eat at McDonald's just because McDonald's has a parking lot. Like everything, like it literally I'm surprised they don't charge you for breathing air in Atlanta. There's graffiti everywhere. There's fucking gangs. The Hellcat Red Eye is the official car of Atlanta because like if you can't get on the Atlanta interstates or like any roads in Atlanta without somebody revving like a Dodger Hellcat, a Charger Hellcat. Like they got the 6-lane highways and everybody's going 200 miles an hour on them. Like Atlanta's crazy. Like it's a crazy experience. Like it's one of the worst cities I've ever driven in. I've driven in Los Angeles. I've driven in New Orleans. I've driven in Houston. I've driven in Atlanta. I've driven in New York. Atlanta is up there. It's right up there with LA as one of the worst cities to drive in. We do the blimp song. All right, boys. I'm lit up like the 4th. I'm a happy drunk. Come to Papa Big Mama, 'cause your daddy's drunk. I'm gonna pump it up like the Goodyear blimp. Make you holler for $1. That's the way I pimp. Gold links and minks and shrimp dinners on the bayou. Them's all the things that I ain't gonna buy you. It's like one of them freaky things. Hit it once, maybe every couple week things. I got no love. I ain't got riches. I don't roll Vogue and I don't pop switches. I got no game. I can't reward you. But if you want a long one, baby, I got one for you. I'll see you guys later. Thanks everybody for coming out. Big ups to everybody who threw some love my way. Appreciate it. Thank you, Gamer Asylum. Thanks everybody for having a good day at work. Big ups to Joe Metalhead. Yes, Joe, send me a friend request. Thank you so much, my friend. I'll see you guys later.